Hi Gemini, welcome to my channel. My name is Echo Moon. Today I am bringing you your second half of February love reading. This is going to be for Gemini, Sun, Moon, and Rising. And it's a general reading, so it's going to apply to both singles and couples. The goal next month is to split the videos apart, like separate singles and couples. You know what I mean? That's the goal. So that's what I'm aiming for. All right. We're going to start off with the Oracle spread, clear that out, then get into the Tarot spread. Two separate spreads. Sometimes they resonate with one another. Sometimes they don't. Take what resonates with you and leave what does not. The February love special is still going on for the remainder of the month. The details for the promotion is in the description box below for the reading. All right, so we're going to start off with the one card pull to start off on the Oracle side, okay? Let's do it. You have Eva, and look at Miss Eva here. Miss Eva the Diva. Eva's all about snakes. It's all about snakes in the grass. It's all about you have someone around you that is being phony. They're being fake. They're being disingenuous. They're gonna their intentions are not good. They don't come from a good place when it comes to their intentions involving you. Okay, so this is something, hold on, I'm just going to adjust the light. This is something and somebody that you need to be fully aware of, okay? Whether they're in your midst right now, you're not paying attention to who's around you, or whether they're coming in. But just, you know, automatically you don't want to assume that somebody's, you know, trying to, you know, go after you, or they have ill intentions when you meet them. But, you know, be aware of this. Be aware that not everybody has the best intentions. You're good at analyzing and assessing people anyway, and you do so quickly. So have that on, you know, have that beaming. You know what I mean? Like, increase your awareness when it comes to people around you and people coming to you in your life. All right. Now let's pull out a few oracle cards here. Some of you are dealing with somebody who is being unfaithful. Some of you guys are being unfaithful when it comes to Eva. In general, with Eva, is just kind of like the Seven of Swords energy, where somebody's being sneaky, somebody's not being real, but it's really another person that you need to look out for. Okay? All right. Okay. We have two. So we have why this card, man, it's been coming out so much. We have Between Worlds. And we have Here and Now. Right. So right now you guys are focusing on the present. You're in the process of transition where you're leaving the past in the past and you're moving towards the future. So right now it's like you're in between worlds, essentially. You know, some of you guys are questioning things that might have gone on in the past, in your past relationships, or in the past with the current relationship that you're in right now, but you're trying not to focus on that. You're trying to be optimistic. You're not trying to focus on the negativity. You're just trying to focus on what's happening right now. Okay? Now, what draws you and this other person together is Yang. You both know how to manifest. And when you guys are together, the manifestation energy is strong. You both know how to speak what you want into existence and have faith and know that it is coming into fruition. All right. So that's what draws you and this other person, whether you're with them now or whether they're coming in. But that's what draws you guys together. OK, now let's move that out the way and let's get into the tarot spread. We're going to put out the cards first. Then we're going to go over them after. All right. Shoot. OK, enough said. For your current situation, we have the Five of Wands. For your challenge, we have the Nine of Swords. For the action you need to take to overcome the challenge, we have the King of Pentacles. For the lessons that you need to learn from the other person and vice versa, we have the Nine of Wands. How they feel about you, we have the Six of Wands. And the outcome, we have the Seven of Cups. Some of you guys are dealing with some internal conflict. But within the internal conflict, you know, you can gain understanding. You can gain wisdom about yourself. You can understand yourself much more with the Five of Wands. It's about being internally conflicted about things that you're passionate about. You know, competing with yourself, being hard on yourself. But that's just spiritual growth. That's what that is. It's just like sometimes your spirit yearns for something and it's not getting it. So it's like internally you have this conflict going on. And that's where your challenge comes in for some of you guys with the Nine of Swords, where it's just like you just have the sense of anxiety. You have the feeling like your mind is going in different directions. And I feel like this is the same message to the first half for you guys, I want to say. But your mind is going in all different directions. You need to put at ease. You need to calm your mind. You need to become grounded. If you are not dealing with the Capricorn, a Virgo, or a Taurus, you need to become male or female with the King of Pentacles. But you need to ground yourself. You need to go within and ground. You know, meditate if that's the thing that you're into. Or, you know, close your eyes and just imagine roots growing out of your feet and like going into the ground and just planting itself there. And just connect with that. And just center yourself. Okay? Align your chakras if you're into energy work. Okay? Now, when it comes to the lessons that you can learn from one another, we have the Nine of Wands. So what you guys can learn is that, yeah, even though things can get complicated when it comes to love and complicated when it comes to relationships, at the end of the day, you still don't lose hope. You still don't lose faith. You still stand strong in what it is that you want. And you know that no matter what, you're going to get it. You know, you've gone through the process of feeling broken down or being broken down or having your foundation being broken down, your relationships being questioned. You're having questions about your relationships. But what lessons you guys can learn from one another is, even though the going gets tough, that's the phrase I was looking for. Even though the going gets tough, you still are able to stick it out and not so quick to walk away. Okay? Leaning on one another. How they see you? They see you as someone who is confident, you know? People admire you. People, you know, they like your confidence. It inspires them. Like they look towards you for advice. Your outcome, though, is distractions. You have too many things distracting you and it's pulling on your emotions in different ways. And that kind of ties in with the Five of Wands, where that inner conflict comes from. With the Seven of Cups, it's just like don't be so scatterbrained. Like focus, narrow your focus on what it is that you want from a person, that you want when it comes to relationships, what you want when it comes to your relationships. It's general, singles and couples. So you get what I'm saying when I'm saying this, okay? Hopefully, right? But, you know, narrow your focus in, zoom in on what it is that you actually want. Because if not, you're going to become disillusioned. You're going to be, you know, focusing on every other thing that might feel emotionally fulfilling for the time being, but it's actually not. So you need to hone in. And again, with the action right here, ground yourself. The overall message for you right now, from what I'm seeing here, stay grounded. Ground yourself if you are not. Let's go ahead and clarify. Right. So Five of Wands, clarifying the Five of Wands. We have the Knight of Swords. There goes your energy right there. For the Nine of Swords, which is in the challenge position, we have the Hermit. So some of you guys could be dealing with the Virgo. For the King of Pentacles, male or female, which is in the action to overcome the challenge, we have the Two of Cups. For the lessons you can learn from one another, we have the Ace of Swords. Yes, I like that card a lot. For how they see you, how they feel about you, Six of Wands, they have the Four of Swords. Clarifying that, excuse me, is the Four of Swords. And lastly, for the Seven of Cups, which is the outcome, we have Five of Wands again. That's what I said when it says it ties in with the Five of Wands, when it's that inner conflict. You have too much going on. I'm going to flesh that out for you because I'm curious. And I'm only doing that because I don't do favoritism here, Gemini. All right? Judgment-free zone. But I'm only doing that because of I feel like this energy is a continuum for some of you guys that the first half of February love reading resonated with. I feel like some of that is a continuum, like the energy right now. Okay. Now, for the Five of Wands, we have the Knight of Swords. So some of you guys, yeah, you're going through your own inner growth. You're going through your own inner conflict. You're trying to figure some things out. Some of you guys might be a little testy. Some of you guys might be a little snappy. Some of your patience might be a little short with people or with the person that you're dealing with. But you need to go within. The challenge is you're doing a lot of mental work, which is, you know, you're an air sign. That's all about intellectualism, you know, communication, clarity, understanding, mental work. All right. But instead of doing up mental work, you need to be doing some inner work, some spiritual work. You need to look within. You need to find the answers that you want, the answers that you're looking for when it comes to this person that you're dealing with that you may not trust for some of you guys. When it comes to just relationships in general, you might have some trust issues. Can you see this without me really? Hold on. Let me just try to do this just a little bit. But yeah, some of you guys may have trust issues when it just comes to love in general. You've been burnt in the past and you just always have your guard up when it comes to people. Trying to figure out what their intentions are, what their motivations are, whether it's positive or negative. But it's just like you're just sitting back and you're being in your element and you're really trying to assess the situation when it comes to somebody else that you're dealing with or somebody else that you're interested in. Your actions to take is, again, balance, grounded, stability, because even with the Two of Cups, that's balance right there with the two. You know, some of you guys are dealing with a Virgo. We have the King of Pentacles, and the challenge is the Hermit as well. That's the only reason why I say Virgo, but we have everything here. We have earth, air, fire, and water. It could be any sign, okay? But ultimately, the advice to overcome, you know, that mental energy. So it's just like you need to balance out your mental and your spiritual energy, what you feel emotionally and what you're thinking about. But don't let your thoughts, hone in on your thoughts though. Like, don't let negative chatter, you know, put you in a conflict. It's like some of you guys have doubts when it comes to finding someone and being in a relationship. It's like you just can't find that right person. It's like nobody fits that mold for you. Those of you who are in a relationship, it's like, you know, you just feel imbalanced. You just feel like there's something where you need to step back and you really need to evaluate the person that you're dealing with, because they may not be what they appear to be. You may have seen something about them that kind of put up a red flag for some of you. But, you know, there's good energy here, but you need to ground yourself. Once you do that, you'll become emotionally balanced with the Two of Cups. Okay. Yes, we all know that's a soulmate card, unity, all of that good stuff, but it's also about emotional balance as well. Okay. All right. So the lessons that you need to learn from one another, we have the Nine of Wands. So going through, you know, obstacles when it comes to love, but also being able to stick it out, being able to survive and stick in there and still have faith. Still stand up for what you believe in. You guys provide clarity. The lessons that you can get from one another is clarity, communication, and understanding is the lessons that you can learn from one another, as well as hanging in there. All right. How they feel about you. Like I said, they feel that you're confident. They feel like when you have a lot on your mind, what they do appreciate is the fact that you can step back, look at the situation as a whole, and come to a decision. With the Four of Swords, it's like you can get to your peaceful place easy, but some of you guys, you're fighting against that. It's just like you need to focus on meditation. Like I said earlier, before the Four of Swords popped out, if you're not into meditation, try to quiet your mind. Your mind is screwing you right now. For some of you guys, it's all over the place. So with the Five of Wands, clarifying the Seven of Cups, like I said, there's distractions that are happening around you. There's too much happening around you. Some of you guys, the relationship can be going a little bit too fast. For some of you guys, there's conflict between you and the other person that you're dealing with others. it's internal. It's all about, again, like I said, it's all about your soul trying to expand, your soul trying to fill a void. There's something that's going on that you are not looking at, and it's within you. Okay? And that's the challenge. The answers lie within you. Your energy is dispersed in too many directions. You're putting mental energy, like, mind you, your thoughts become reality, right? So what you got to be mindful of the things that you think about, but it's causing you to go in different directions, and it's just like you feel emotionally torn. I just want one more for the outcome, just because I'm nosy. The wheel clarifies the Seven of Cups as well. Things are going to turn around in your favor. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Sagittarius as well, but things are going to turn around for you. It's all about karma. It's all about what goes up must come down. So right now you guys may feel like you're kind of shifting in a downward phase, but things are going to start coming up. You're going to get that clarity that you need. You're going to feel like a weight has been lifted off your shoulders. Okay? So good for you. Whatever it is that you're confused about, whoever it is that you're confused about, there's nothing to be confused of, because the answers are within you. You already know. Some of you guys are refusing to see what's in front of your face when it comes to a person. Like, just to reference Eva, again, be aware of who you have around you and what kind of energy they're projecting. Also bear in mind that this person is wearing a mask, and it's a false one. All right? So, Gemini, thank you for your time. You know I love you. Please like, subscribe, comment below if this resonates with you. If you want a personal reading, the information is in the description box below. But in the meantime, you guys, I wish you many blessings, and I wish you love and light. And I'll catch you later. Bye.